Welcome once again to another episode of Photo Enthusiastic. I'm your host, Jim Fair, photoenthusiastic@gmail.com. As promised, I'm reviewing the FotoDioX mechanical lens adapter to allow you to use inexpensive Nikon FX lenses on your Fujifilm X-series camera. So it's called the FotoDioX Nikon-FX to Fujifilm X adapter. As you can see here, I've got it mounted on the Fuji. I've removed the 18 to 55. So the adapter itself is all metal construction. You just line up the red dots and twist. Nice firm action, feels good. And then you line up the black dot on the Nikon with the red dot on the adapter and twist the other direction, which is a bit odd, but that's because Nikon mounts the other way. And voila, I now have a Nikon 50mm f1.8 E-series mounted on top of the Fuji, which gives me a nice portrait lens of about 75mm focal length, so roughly 1.5 times 50, so that's 75. So a nice length for photographing portraits, which is great. Now, by default, the X-T20 will not let you shoot with a mechanical adapter because, from its perspective, there's no lens mounted to the camera. So you've got to go into the menus, and it's rather convoluted, I must say. So first of all, you have to find the button dial menus, which is under the wrench, and then button dial, and then second last from the bottom of the first page, shoot without lens needs to be on. Then you've got to go to the AF/MF menu and go to the second page, and manual focus assist, MF assist. You want to have that set to focus, peak, highlight, and I prefer the color red. So that gives sort of red fringing around everything that's red, everything that's sharp, and in focus you're going to get these little red fringes, and then you know you're in sharp focus. And then thirdly, you have to go to another menu, which is called the shooting setting menu. That's the picture of the camera. And on page 2 of 2, you look for the mount adapter setting and choose the focal length of your adapted lens. So in my case, I'm choosing 50mm. It gives you quite an array of choices. You can have up to 6 adapted lenses stored in here. So I'm choosing lens number 5 just because it was sort of in the middle, and I've selected 50mm as my adapted lens. So it's going to record the focal length in the metadata even though there's no communication. So the fact that there's no communication means as you stop down the shutter, it's going to stay stopped down until you take a picture, right? And thereafter as well, because there's nothing moving the shutter open and close. So when this was on a DSLR, it would keep the lens open to give you a bright image, but when you're shooting through mirrorless, it's going to give you a darker image as you stop down. But fortunately, you can turn off the exposure preview, and then the Fuji will adjust the brightness of the rear display or the electronic viewfinder and give you a NIF brightness, so you can use that focus peaking to find your point of focus and shoot. And all you need to do is use the built-in meter And you can also press the sliding dial here, the rear command dial, to zoom in to help with your manual focus. So that's a great setup for an adapted lens. But 3 menus to go through, that's kind of ridiculous. And why on earth is shoot without lens hidden under button dial settings? It should be somewhere else under the wrench, as far as I'm concerned. However, minor detail, and I'm sure a firmware update will solve this problem if we give Fujifilm our feedback. So all in all, a nice little adapter, very inexpensive. I bought mine on Amazon.ca, and it was, let's see, Canadian dollars, $44.07 with the tax. It was $39 plus tax and shipping. And it was delivered fairly quickly. It was about 9 days to get it delivered. Now, I notice on the box it says made in China, but in the background it says the company's based in Illinois. 91 Knoll Street, Waukegan, Illinois, 60085. Interesting. So, well done, guys. Excellent adapter for the money. You know, it's a little pricey for a physical adapter, but I think it's because it's so well made. It's made of metal. I don't know that there's brass in there or anything, but it's certainly a nice hefty adapter. It doesn't look cheap. It looks very well made, and I'm very happy to use it with my Nikon glass. So it gives me a lot of lens options I don't have, and I don't have to spend money on because I've already got Nikon glass, right? So 2 lenses I've been using the most with the X-T20 that are adapted would be the 50mm E-series 1.8, and then I would also use the Takina 100mm f2.8 macro. Anyway, so there's that review as promised. Thanks for watching, and fade out.